Pickpockets often exploit crowded spaces and restrictions in the environment to their advantage. In these conditions, people are forced closer together, which creates an expectation of less personal space. It's socially accepted that people will be close, and in the right conditions, may even result in some sort of physical contact. They use this as cover to blend in and invade a target's personal space without raising suspicion. Their actions are disguised as normal behavior. That means that any physical contact during the setup of the lift is to appear normal, innocent, or accidental. Pay attention to what you see in the subway. The person holding the camera intervened to stop this woman from being pickpocketed. The girl in the Paris hat is a thief, and right here you can clearly see her hand inside of the woman's purse. In crowded places, especially when there's an awareness to pickpockets, people will often carry their belongings on the front of their body so they can monitor them. This isn't unusual, but what the thief does here is use the bag hanging on the front of her body to conceal her hands while making the lift. At the start of the video, we can see her carrying a black bag over her left shoulder, secured in place with a hoodie over top of it. As she closes distance on the target, her right hand slides underneath the bag and lifts up the flap over the purse. The target can't see any of this because the bag blocks her view. As the target attempts to move around her, the body-to-body contact takes sensory precedence over the gentle hand working the lift. This is a common tactic among pickpockets. Think of it like a sensory manipulation. If you're touched roughly on one part of your body, at the same time as being touched softly on another part, it's very unlikely you'll feel the soft touch at all. While your attention was focused on the girl in the Paris hat, did you miss what was happening behind her? Watch the video again, but focus your attention on the woman in the pink shirt and sunglasses. She was boxed in by the three other girls. You can see her attempt to move forward here, but as the camera pans back, you can see she didn't get through. She is at the center of a moving pinch. This group of 4 girls is working 2 separate targets. When you strip away the environment and the NPCs, this is what their positioning looks like. Let's bring this back to the beginning. This girl is a stall. She assists in blocking the movement of a target. Notice how she steps in front of the first target, guides the girl in the Paris hat to take her place, and then moves back to block the path of the second target. The second target, the woman in the pink shirt and sunglasses, is carrying something on her right side. We can't see exactly what it is, but you can see the strap on her shoulder. This girl in the hat is positioned to make that lift. Watch the movement of her body and her right shoulder as the camera pans. As this girl enters, her attention is entirely focused on the target and the lift being made. She's positioned to box in the target's left side. As the camera pans back, she can be seen holding up her bag, which is a common tactic used by shades. Shades use their body or objects to block the view from outsiders while a lift is being made. I did a previous video breakdown on this group. Notice the same raised backpack tactic being used here. This is another version of the same setup. This man is the target. All the women that followed him onto the train are working together. The pick uses her coat and her bag to hide her hand as she makes the lift. Once the lift is complete, the crew exits the train before it leaves. This is another pickpocket crew using a moving pinch on multiple targets. The group already has the targets encircled before they get onto the train. Just like the other 2 examples, the stalls stop short, forcing the crowded condition and an excuse for physical contact. Groups like this tend to operate in the same places day in and day out. Locals to the area become familiar with them and how they operate. I can't be certain, but my guess is the person who intervened was familiar with this group and their tactics.